Morning, everybody. Today they're starting to work at the house. I was finishing up chores, so I didn't catch the beginning. Started with this little mudroom area. They have some things they want to take out of the house before they tear the whole thing down. So there's an old corner cabinet in this living room. I didn't show it in my video tour much, but it was a nice china cabinet type thing. And so you can see that was right against the original walls. These are logs, and then they got some sort of, I don't know what type of stuff to seal it up. You can see how much this is cracking. You can see air would have just been able to work through this wall. Also realized there's an exterior wall right here. There's an old window. The house was built in 2 sections, and we think this side would have been the older one, and at some point they added on this half. I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast. Today, got a few things to work at. Dad's gonna take a couple animals over to the sale barn. He's got a calf he's bringing across. Then we have a cow that she's supposed to have a calf here soon. No, she was in heat the other day, so then we preg tested her and she's open. She'll make good beef. So that cow had been bred with a Wagyu. She was supposed to have a half Wagyu calf, and she was open, so somehow I lost it at some point. It was well below freezing this morning, and the rest of the week's looking warmer. I'm gonna try to haul a little bit of manure before the sun melts the ice too much. Wanted to clean up this manure stacking area. I guess I did miss a little bit of action here. Took some of the siding off there and opened up the roof so they could get the attic boards out. Some nice wide old boards they're gonna pull out of the attic floor. Not really gonna start taking the main house down till tomorrow, from what I'm hearing. Started a little fire over there. Got some wood I wanted to burn inside of that room. It's a safe place to burn it. I like to do this when it's below freezing in the morning, so the ground's harder. It's usually wet this time of year, and you don't like to compact the soil. This field's pretty good. It's an old alfalfa field. I would have started earlier, but I had other work to do this morning. Ends up being after 10 o'clock until I get to this job. Monday morning herd work. The vet was here checking some cows. I got 2 spreader loads out. Fields are getting pretty soft, so I'm just gonna push this all together now, and that'll be good for another couple weeks. I need to get started early in the morning if I want to get more done. The stacking area holds about a month worth if it's empty. That should do it. Fonzie's the one that scrapes this barn out 3 days a week. I know he'll be happier now having some space again. This section was built in the 90s, added on. They used to have some sort of summer house or something they tore down, replaced it with this little mudroom and laundry area. It's crazy. That's all burnable stuff. I drove the skid steer to our rented farm. We got our pregnant heifers here. This whole area needs scraped out. Got enough liquid there today. We've been hauling feed to this farm using this conveyor now for half a year or something. It's been working out well. Definitely simplifies things not having a couple silos at this farm to maintain. How did that get in here? Got a bunch of rain the other day. We had replaced this lid ourselves a few years ago. Did a pretty good job with it, but it's not stainless steel. It was painted. That didn't last long. It's starting to rust out. Come on, girls, head in the barn. Come on. It's mid-afternoon now, so I'm gonna mix feed for the cows to go check out if anything changed with the house. It is the next day. Got a rainy one today, so they're not going to be tearing any more of the house down. Dad's going to back the manure spreader into the feed room. This smallest harvester silo is almost empty, just a little bit of haylage in the bottom of it, and it's just junk stuff we want to get rid of. One thing we learned is if you let this junk feed sit in the bottom of these silos, it just gets nastier and slimier as you let it go. That was actually haylage from 2 years ago, 2021 season. We're gonna let the unloader run for a while. I'm gonna climb up on top and open the lid, so that way once it's almost empty we can go inside there and sweep it up. The guys don't really like working in the rain. They don't want to get water all over the stuff they're trying to save, and insulation soaks up water. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to see more of the house come down. It's interesting, you can look at the triticale fields and see where the manure was overlapping when he spread before planting. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the crop's a little bit heavier where there's overlaps. That nitrogen makes a difference. They got most of the things they wanted out of the house, ready to start taking the big pieces out. It's really interesting to see these walls here. Trees cut hundreds of years ago. They're going to be saving any of the big beams that they can, and I'd like to save a little bit for us too. If we could get a nice log or something to put across the mantle of our fireplace in the new house. This wall here they had rebuilt in the 70s. It was starting to buckle, and they had jacked the house up a little bit and then reframed this in. You can see some 2x4s here, right up against the logs. No basement under a large section of the house. A lot of the upstairs, the logs don't go the whole way up, I guess. They have lath with some sort of cement. So there's the logs, and then they put these boards on here like shingles overlapping each other. And then at some point they put these shingles on that look like bricks from far away. They're just shingles. And then they'd put this siding on at some point. That's an interesting idea there. Shingles that look like bricks. That's gonna be it for this video. I got some office work to do. Not really anything else too interesting happening right now. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys.